All right, today Dave and I are going to be installing, in my opinion, the most important item on the truck, and that's going to be the digital instrument cluster. We went with Brothers Truck Parts, very accurate DLC OBD2 connector module in this particular unit. That means that we're able to hook up to the factory GM computer and get all of our points that we need to make all these gauges work easily, seamlessly, and accurately. It's going to talk to this box. Now, let's say you don't have a GM computer and you have a Holley in there. This item still comes with all the sensors you need and all the harnesses you need to install all your gauges. Now, the only thing that we have to install through this module is going to be still the fuel sending unit wire, the blinkers, the high beam, and the brake switch. That's going to go through here along with the power and ground.
One little thing though, when you old gauges, they used a mechanical sensor, and so oil actually pumped all the way into that. Make sure that when we replace, that's plugged off at the engine, or you're going to have a real big mess.
That's a good tip. Let's go ahead and install the new one.
Right on.
Now, I'm going to pop the hood, hook up my power probe, find my wires, power, ground, signal, high beam, mark them, install them. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is look and see if somebody really did put a oil pressure gauge, and he did. Very important, we do not fire up this truck without removing the aftermarket mechanical gauge. Okay, the electric one is still in there. Okay, so I'm going to hook up my power probe now. All right, so what I've done is I've removed the old cluster and I'm going to the pigtail that plugged into the back of the instrument cluster, and I'm going to look for power under switch. So right here I got power under switch, and I want to confirm it by flipping the key. Okay, that's going to be my power for the new instrument cluster. Then I'm going to find my blinkers by doing the same thing, activating my blinker with the key on, and I should be getting a power signal or a ground signal that's going to activate the light bulb that's in the old instrument cluster. Then I can take those wires and put it to the new brain of the new instrument cluster so that the signal gets over to the instrument cluster and you can see everything work.
Well, I turned on the key and it's lighting up, it shows volts, but it didn't do any dancing. Is it supposed to dance?
Usually it does, but the biggest thing that we didn't install, that we have to install, is the button. Luckily, we were able to get our hands behind the cluster and plug in those buttons Dave was talking about. Now, what you use the buttons for is going to be for programming your display unit when you install your digital dash. As in the sensors, for instance, the fuel level sensor is going to be told that it's a 0 to 90 ohm GM sensor. The tach signal, you're going to have to tell it how many cylinders you have. It's going to ask you what you want your lights to look like when you turn on your lights, what color. The button to the right is going to basically change what information you see on the display units. This cluster is equipped with 0 to 60 and quarter-mile times. So with this button, you can change the display and you can activate these times to see what you're doing. All right, Dave and I have the instrument cluster installed in Tommy's C10. He's going to absolutely love it. Being that it's digital, it's going to be very accurate, but that bezel really complements the steering wheel and the steering column we installed.
Right, it looks like a brand new truck. The instrument cluster even has temperature, the clock. I mean, it has more functions than your microwave.
Yeah, basically it gets all that information off the computer that runs the car. So the transmission's information, the ambient air temperature for the engines, all going to be on that display that the instrument cluster from Brothers Trucks.
Beautiful, baby.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Let's go for a drive.
Let's do it.